Alright, here we go. Mer. Welcome back. Spinningmantis Squirt Reynolds. Alone Dark. Episode 2. Part 2. We're looking for drugs in all the wrong places.
Looking for drugs in all the wrong places.
And I swear they're not for us, they're for our friends.
Right. Yes, we have a life fire.
I think when you get a pilot's license, they just give you.
Yeah, and you're like, yeah, you're responsible. If you do this, you can probably do any of the things.
I don't know how many hours you have to do to get a pilot's license.
A pirate's license?
A pirate's right. A
Isn't
pirate's
that
license?
Isn't that an oxymoron?
Got a big brain and a pirate's license. But like, I think you've got to do like something like 64 hours in simulation, and then like another 60 hours like flying as someone's co-pilot or something to get a pilot's license. You definitely have to be committed to that stuff. It probably costs a fair amount of money too. And see, I know where everything is because I've played on these maps forever and ever and ever. So, like, if you were playing this game cold and you really didn't know where things are and you don't have a compass, like, it could be kind of confusing to know where to go next. And roll. Yep.
Oh, hi.
Gotta stop.
Wow. Dang, he really hurt us. I probably should have used the hatchet. Yeah, I didn't see that coming at all.
So that answered my question. That, no, you don't necessarily.
Right, hear them calling out.
Now you're gonna need some drugs for your own self.
Gotta stop that bleeding.
That's not all, though.
That sure didn't do anything.
I need that. These are low-grade painkillers. It was a sprain, not a cut. Alright, so now we don't have any ailments at the moment. However, you can see at the bottom there we are at 50% health. And because we're injured, we can't sprint anymore. No, we can sprint. But we had enough taken out of us that we couldn't sprint anymore. We were feeling bad enough. Alright.
Is this like a speedy thing up here?
That's just electric wire running alongside the train tracks.
Top of the hill.
Top of the hill.
Top of
That's
hill.
the lookout, the forestry lookout.
Oh. Shoot it. Use the bullets.
So over here is the best spot in the game, the camp office. So, like, I think this is the first map they made long before the story, and this used to be the only place you could play, and this is the best place to stay in Mystery Lake.
Is this an Airbnb?
No, it's not. It's more like a state park ranger's office and information office.
Hands.
There's old
Limpy Canada sign. By signing your flag.
old flappy maple.
So gonna be some pamphlets. Learn about the flora and fauna.
I mean, probably.
Some geology. Beware bear. Got real wildlife in this park. Hello.
Nobody
Ooh,
home.
there's a cooler, some sodas.
Thank goodness.
Yes. recycled again.
A book. We can learn about fishing.
Free shrooms.
Another rifle cartridge. Don't pick up any piece of paper.
I'm not gonna practice that rifle.
Oh, there's something to read. You get to read this one.
Just radio. Due to unusually cold weather this year, we're shutting down the Mystery Lake Provincial Park a little earlier than usual. Make sure all the campers are packed up and ready to bug out by rail truck. When left behind, we'll have to get out on foot. A nice prospect. I mean, not a nice prospect. On account of all the wolves and bears. As per the usual procedure, lock up all the lake cabins and make sure all provisions are stored in bear-proof containers. And please take the flag down this year. I don't know. Didn't do that. We had to replace it after last winter. The winds just tear it to shreds. After you're finished closing down the camp, make sure to check in at the Forestry Service lookout as requested. Apparently those guys think someone's been using a lookout to store hunting gear. And drawing old animal skins. Man, I don't envy you that backwater posting. Great Bear has sure gone downhill since the quake. Recycle.
So, sadly, you can't tune into weird frequencies like in Oxenfree.
Could end up being useful.
That's good stuff. So one good thing about Mystery Lake is you can pretty much live there forever because the fishing is really good. So there's always ice fishing huts, and so you can definitely survive for a long time. Just
I can
fishing
barely
every
walk
day.
with this much gear.
Not every area in the game has that advantage.
Why you gotta
Fish everywhere.
all those books?
Yep. Well, books are valuable because, you know, Fahrenheit 451, they're really good for starting fires. And I won't carry them all around because they're heavy, but generally do like to pick everything up. Empty.
Want. You said you could stay here indefinitely fishing.
Right. Because, like, right outside here is the lake, just paces away.
That'll come in handy.
And see, we got a whole bunch of fishing line and fishing hooks and stuff, and eventually the lines will break just randomly. I think there's a random chance every time you go fishing that the line will break, and you'll lose your hook and your line, obviously, so you have to make more. So that's really the only limitation. And you can make hooks out of scrap metal, so that's what that scrap metal is for.
Uh-huh.
Key to lake cabin number 3.
I could use this.
Beef jerky.
Alright, so we can move around quicker. This is a good place to store your stuff.
You got filing cabinet?
Yep. So that was good. And what else can we put away? We can put away the water purification tablets. And what mittens are we wearing? What are we wearing on our hands right now? We're wearing these, which are better than these. So we'll go ahead and put those away. We'll keep all of our food. Some of this stuff we can just store. Alright, we've got 3 lanterns.
Oh, better see that.
Seems like it. Oh yeah, and look, I was able to save all my pelts from the first episode, which is nice. So, yeah. Good stuff.
Helter Skelter.
And I can drop those all on the floor and we can make clothes, which is fun. Alrighty. Drop all of our pelts and stuff on the ground. That's how you like cure them.
They're floor cured? That's squirrel pelt. Oh, wolf pelt. What's that? Ooh, fresh guts.
That's how you make your string to make clothes out of gut.
I thought it was like, I don't know what I thought it was. Sausage?
Oops.
I'm just gonna leave my guts about. Leave them on the floor.
I think that's it.
Why don't you ever pick up your guts after yourself? Says your mom. Not like your mom, but you know, your mom.
Mom.
Sick of it.
Okay, so we put away deer hide, the cured gut. Good stuff. Cured leather. Now we're traveling super light.
Ultra light.
Except there's more bullets.
Something like $10,000 already I did travel super light. Not you.
Some people need Marie Kondo to organize their stuff. Not us. Whoever that happens to be.
How did you show? Just do that. Wagon wheel.
Rock me, mama.
Wagon wheel. Ooh, it's a really old laptop.
And so when the Aurora Borealis comes and charges the atmosphere, the electricity turns back on, and you can, like, messages appear on the laptops.
Why don't you let us find out? Mr. Spoiler Town? God,
I don't even know if it happens in story mode. It might just be in the survival mode.
Yeah, probably. Because that wouldn't be a driver of any sort of, like, story or anything.
And, like, the... Well, so when you're playing survival mode, it happens randomly. The Aurora thing, phenomena, happens randomly.
This is a pretty dope little area.
Too heavy.
What was that book?
Damn the book. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna crack my back.
Secret books about goddamn fish.
Okay, so yeah, this is like maybe where the park rangers would sleep.
Bunk up.
Don't really get the vibe that it was like a place you would rent. I think this is where the park rangers stay. And then there's cabins out around the lake, and I think those were the rentals.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
For visitors.
Have you ever heard of that book, Trout Fishing America?
No.
That's what you just picked up. It's
Trout Fishing in America. Trail boots. Probably pretty expensive. Alright, I can read this note. You read the last one.
That one was like, turn off the damn...
I better take this food.
Mystery Lake and area. So this is a book. Holy moly! The Mystery Lake region is an alpine valley, average altitude of 1,200 meters above the sea.
What
so
country
that
are we in?
Canada.
Oh.
And that's 3,600 feet approximately. It's basically meters, approximately 3 feet above sea level. Named for the large lake that dominates the southeastern quadrant. The region is fringed by mountains on the west and south, and the foothills of the inner island range to the north and east. The region is bisected by a section of the north-south line of the Trans-Island Railway. The region's main characteristics are its heavily forested and hilly terrain, as well as an abundance of wildlife. The region's high altitude leads to low average temperatures, as well as some of the coldest nighttime temperatures on Great Bear Island. Heavy snowfalls are common. The Mystery Lake area is a popular summertime destination with campers and hikers, but the area largely shuts down during the winter months due to inaccessibility. There are no major roads connecting the area to more populated regions in the adjoining valleys, lower in the mountain chain, so the area is primarily accessed by dedicated hikers willing to make the long trek that winds along medium to advanced level trails from the nearest town of Rupert's Landing. The region's harsh inaccessibility has been both a blessing and a curse over the years until the railway line was blasted through in the 1930s. The area was largely a pristine and untouched wilderness, but the lack of amenities or a standing population made it difficult for any real permanent infrastructure to take root. A project to link the Mystery Lake area with a secondary highway network crisscrossing between the various mountain valleys was abandoned due to geological instability of the steep mountains and cliffs of the highway caused landslides that were a continuous threat to the project's viability. And the highway project was abandoned after only a few kilometers of roadway had been cleared. Alright, you want to finish the last two?
I guess. Lost my hair tie. Gosh darn it. In the 1960s, ambitious industrialist Dick Carter selected the Mystery Lake area for a new hydroelectric project meant to provide power to a large mining operation in the next valley. The lake's continuous replenishment by a vibrant aquifer network, as well as mountain streams that channeled annual spring runoff, made Mystery Lake a natural reservoir with untapped hydroelectric potential. Yet, other than a small test dam constructed in 1962, this project was abandoned when the region's inaccessibility and seismic instability made it cost prohibitive. To this day, apart from the railway line that passes through, the only connection between Mystery Lake region and the adjoining valleys are the hiking trails that pass through the mountains. These trails often become impassable during the winter months due to cold temperatures and heavy snowfall. Also due to the region's generally uninhabited nature, wildlife have not become habituated to the presence of humans, which can make them threatening. Hikers and campers are warned to avoid the area during the winter months, as well as store all food and waste in quote-unquote bear-safe containers.
Alright, that's going to be a good place to end this one. Join us next time as we will explore the lake area and hopefully not, and then make our way down to the hydroelectric dam and see if we can get some drugs for our friend. Wink, wink. Alright, bye.